You're watching FemChef FGC. Like and subscribe to my favorite gladiator on the Citadel.
It's me, FemChef, and I am here with my monthly replay review for my loyal channel member, Ragnarok. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate you. If anybody else is interested in getting monthly replay reviews, it is $10 a month to help support my content, and also guaranteed get one of these every month. Ragnarok has been playing Viper for a while on Modern, got her all the way to Master. My last couple of reviews for him have been on Viper, but he circled back to his Modern Ken, and he is almost all the way to Master with Modern Ken. So I'm going to try to see what I can see here to help push him over the hump and get him into Master with a second character. And here we go. I'm just going to watch this through no commentary once to see what we're dealing with.
やりましょうか。
Round 2. Fight!
Oh, that was disgusting. Okay. So, the biggest thing I'm noticing here is that basically every hit that you landed on Viper was because of her making a really overt mistake. You're not actually establishing pressure that forces them to guess. You're repeatedly backing away and waiting for them to do something stupid. Which, to be fair, against a lot of players who have not yet hit Master Rank, there is going to be a lot of chaos in their playstyle, and just waiting and punishing their mistakes is valid, but it's not going to take you over the hump, I don't think, and it's not going to take you much further in Master, that's for certain, if you don't have a game plan yourself, other than hitting them when they screw up really, really badly. Because if you watch the beginning of this, well, for one thing, if you're fighting somebody that drive impacts repeatedly, like, one of the things you have to include in your I'm just gonna wait and react playstyle against really chaotic players is if you see the drive impacting a lot, it has to be in your mental stack intentionally. You have to be like, if I see color, I'm hitting DI back. You didn't DI her back once, and she drive impacts a lot in this set. I know it feels weird to look for drive impact mid-screen, because they really shouldn't be doing it at random like that, but if they are, you gotta start looking for it. That's besides the point. You're backing away, you're throwing a little bit of fireballs. I don't love that you immediately start walking yourself to the corner. And that's one of the biggest negative side effects of playing the way that you're playing and just waiting for them to mess up, is that you have to keep backing away. And eventually you put yourself in the corner, which is the worst place to be in this game. But the first several times you hit Viper here, a lot of damage. That's now 20% of her health gone to anti-airs. Drive impacts again, you don't react, okay. Then, basically every other time you hit her that wasn't an anti-air is randomly doing the light auto combo, which only worked because she's, again, randomly doing stuff. She's randomly doing armor. Ken's light auto combo is not very good. It's a stand light kick, which is a very good button, but the follow-up is light Jinrai, light Ender, which is not a real frame trap off of the light Jinrai against the fastest possible button, if they block it, and which leaves Ken punishably negative if they block the whole thing. So I really wouldn't advise spamming this all the time. The light kick itself is a good poke, but using this light auto combo this frequently against anybody who actually knows how it works is going to get you blown up. If I'm Viper here, that would have left you at -5, which a lot of times is punishable by either a 5-frame medium or a jab. And if she had just mashed, she can interrupt before the light ender comes out, and then potentially get a knockdown. So it has to be spaced properly, and it has to be used intentionally. And that's not the way you're using it. You're just using it anytime you have the opportunity to hit her and you aren't sure what to do. And it is a weak pressure option where even if you're right, the amount of damage it does is minimal. So I would consider removing this from your vocabulary as a player entirely until you get more comfortable with other pressure options. Using just the light kick as a poke is good. Stop doing the Jinrai follow-up. Just stop doing it completely until you get used to playing without it, because you're overly relying on it. And you're so nervous about, like, what she's gonna do that she even held parry for, like, a solid 1.5 seconds in front of you. And you just kept walking away instead of getting a punish. And starting a throw loop, possibly. You just keep backing away and throwing fireballs, and you're not playing a zoner. You're playing Ken. Ken is a rush-down character. You have to rush them down and start enforcing the pressure that you can establish with his tools. Another good anti-air. But again, then you're not meeting her in a way where if you're right, you get anything. Because you chose to meaty with the fireball, you got nothing here. If you had done even drive rush into, like, a button after this, potentially much bigger reward. I actually wonder if you could have killed here. Okay, not kill. But a big chunk of damage for sure, if you had actually gone for meaty. That wasn't a right combo, but you get the idea. Even if you had just walked forward into a meaty, you can confirm a counter hit stand heavy punch into light kick heavy DP. Or even the light auto combo if you're really insecure about your DP still. That's a good place to actually use it. And then just manually select the different ender by holding forward instead of completing the auto combo. That still would have been better than just throwing a fireball from here, because even though you're right and you get a little bit of damage, you can't combo off of it. You want to make guesses where if you made the right guess, you get a meaningful reward. And then here is where you start getting punished for the modern DP. This happened to me a lot when I was still actively playing Ken. Against characters who can alter their jump arc, you can't always just autopilot the DP in response to where you think they'll be. Because against a character like Viper that can constantly affect where they're actually going in the air, sometimes you have to wait a second and then react. If you're not going to air to air. You can also air to air with the normal, but... And it can be difficult to react to this kind of thing. It really can. So you might very well want to just start doing air-to-air in these ambiguous situations. Like that. I think you can even get a Tatsu off of that, if you're fast enough. I never really learned this combo because Ken didn't used to have that jumping normal when I was still actively playing him, and they hadn't added all jump normals for modern players. But air-to-air is a good option against these ambiguous jump arcs where they could use a special alteration to their jump to cross you up. Pretty much every time that you're forced to approach her, instead of her doing something dumb that leaves her punishable, you either throw a fireball, which is minimal reward, walk away, which is just bad, or you jump at her. And jump should not be your primary source of offense on Ken. You're very afraid to just reach out and poke her, and you have good buttons to poke with. I'll hop into training mode for a sec after this. That is another thing you never want to do on block, because you can see in the numbers right there, it leaves you negative 14. If you really commit to the whole target combo on block, you've at least got to do a Jinrai afterwards to get a semi-safe ender. They can DI the Jinrai, but if you do a medium Jinrai after that and the light ender, then at worst you're getting punished with a jab, which is still a lot better than being negative 14 in their face. You got lucky that she just randomly went for DI. You're even unwilling to block in the corner. You're just like, I'm going to jump away, I'm going to get away from you, and then I'm going to wait for you to do something dumb. Again, the light auto combo. There you walk forward and punish the parry. Good reaction to that being her habit. And then, that is what I wanted to see, like, much earlier in the round. There you went, okay, I can do a drive rush into a meaty, and you then hit confirmed it into the target combo. That was great. I just want to see you doing more of that. It's obvious that it's in your toolkit. You're just not using it enough.
Round 2. Fight.
Good anti-air. Again, like there, she just whiffs in your face, but every time she gets near you, you freak out and you jump. That was a punishable situation because she was too far away to actually do that. You got a lot of options there. But you gotta be ready to whiff punish at a range where her buttons are not gonna reach you. You did whiff punish the DI, but you didn't have a specific like whiff punish combo on deck. In a situation like this, you can always whiff punish with stand heavy kick into run, any number run enders. Okay, you can't do that without drive rushing after it. If you drive rush after it, then you can do a delayed run Tatsu off the heavy punch. Or you can just do run DP. But those are all whiff punish options. If you whiff punish with the stand heavy punch, then you can combo it into crouch medium kick, run DP. You can just combo it into run DP. A lot of different whiff punish combo options besides starting with the medium. You definitely want to start with the heavy in a big whiff punish situation. I also would have done Tatsu there to make sure you take her all the way to the corner if you were going to go with that route. That's not a bad combo, but she's so close to the corner, you want to go for the corner carry. Again, where she whips in your face. Oh wait, that's why it's not working. Jeez. I would have definitely wanted to go for the side twitch here. Which you could do meterless with the heavy kick. Or you can... Yeah, I would definitely heavy kick here based on the distance. Anytime you can take advantage of Ken's side switch options and you're in the corner, you should. Your primary method of getting out of the corner should be finding a way to get a side twitch combo, not just jumping. You're just kind of running away from it. You're not establishing any pressure of your own, and you almost lose the round for it. And you got, like, traumatized out of trying to DP at all after the one time your DP didn't work. There are still a lot of angles where your DP is going to work. Don't stop using your modern DP just because you got baited one time. There's so long here where nothing is happening and you don't establish any pressure. You don't move forward, you don't press a button, you don't do a drive rush into button, you don't do button into drive rush, you're just sitting here. And I don't know why. Cat is scary. They're scared of you. They're scared you're gonna rush them down. Don't give them nothing to be scared of by not doing it. And again, you're just resorting to jumping, and then you're mashing a light auto combo that doesn't even work as a frame trap after a jump. It's way too much light auto combo. You just jumped like 4 times in a row. The fact that she still hasn't done a combo that could kill you and is only anti-airing is painful. And then she just whiffs in your face repeatedly, and you don't punish it. You let her whiff here a whole bunch, like over and over again. And if you're moving in and out like that, the purpose of moving in and out like that is not just because it like looks Street Fighter-y. Like a lot of times I found myself doing that when I was learning because I was like, this is how the pro players move. I watch them play, they move in and they move out and they move in, but there's intent behind it. The intent is to move just out of range of their button after you've made them think they should press by moving forward, and then whiff punish them. You're moving as though you're trying to whiff punish, but you don't try to whiff punish at all. If you're gonna move like this to set up a whiff punish, you have to be ready to whiff punish. And then you got a weird lucky hit with the jump in light, and we're completely unready to confirm it into anything. And then here you just took advantage of the modern super. I'm gonna hop into training mode real quick, just to go over core pressure options for Ken. And now a quick break to thank this video's sponsor, Zenni Gaming. Zenni has been a leading online glasses company since 2003, when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was released. With over 50 million pairs sold, Zenni offers prescription sunglasses, sports glasses, blue light glasses for gaming, safety glasses, and just regular old glasses. So you can look like Marissa Outfit 2, Aki Outfit 3, whatever you want. And unlike costumes in Street Fighter 6, Zenni is always releasing new fits, all for a fraction of what glasses would cost at an offline store. You can even virtually try them on with your device's camera before you buy. Use promo code GLADIUS to get 10% off your Zenni purchase while supporting the channel. Link is in the description. With such low-cost eyewear, you can find something to match every cosplay or esports jersey. The possibilities are as endless as Ken Main's downplay. Thanks for watching the ad. Now back to the video.
Training. Training room.
Okay, this button. This is such a good button. On regular hit, it's not going to get you anything, but on block, it gets you really advantageous spacing, where a lot of times, even their medium isn't going to connect with you after the pushback, and then when they whiff, you can do any one of your whiff punishes. Now it's not working? It is spacing dependent. I gotta turn off my shortcut here. It has to be at like tip spacing to really make the medium whiff, but then if it does... Oh right, I have my DL button somewhere else on Ken! God, I haven't played Ken in a while. It has to be at like tip range to make them whiff. Gotta change my Ken controls. There we go. At tip range, so even on block, good option. And it's safe on block. You could also go into a medium Jinrai off of it. And the first hit of medium Jinrai after this is a true block string. And this takes almost a whole bar of their drive away. And if you then go into the light ender, you're only -5 and might be out of range of a punish, depending on if you space this well. And if they mashed, they got hit and knocked down by that ender, because it is a real frame trap off the medium. And if they didn't, and you don't get punished, you took like a whole bar of their drive away. So that's a core aspect of pressure, is just the Jinrai and the mix-up inherent in the Jinrai. You gotta start abusing the Jinrai, it's really annoying. If you actually get a hit off that raw stands heavy punch, counter hit, combos into the light kick heavy DP, or your light auto combo. Punish counter, like a whip punish, crouch medium kick run DP, or combo with drive rush. I dropped it. Alright, it's been a minute since I played Ken, but you get the idea. Then you also have your punish counter combos off of this, which as I said are all run enders. Or your crouch medium kick can always combo off drive rush into a medium, which you can then do another medium off of into either the target combo or another drive rush cancel. You could have gotten a heavy in there, but if you want to keep it simple. Your medium kick, drive rush, is absolutely core to the character. On block, this would be a frame trap if you were mashing. You could also just throw him. You can do a true string and then be able... Oh, there it is. If you do a true string, then you can either then do a frame trap after that, and try to get some pressure there, or you can go for a tick throw. You could also do it into a crouching light that would catch walk back or frame trap. And that can be confirmed into lights into heavy DP. Or quarter circle backlight as well. Which combos into medium DP. You got a lot of options. Anytime that you could end a combo with target combo into run, you can also just do a single medium into quarter circle back light into medium DP as well. Which is more damage than some of the other routes, just not as much corner carry. You can shimmy if you do the drive rush into jab. Blow them up for doing a delay tech. Just the raw medium kick, you can also do into Jinrai, which is very difficult to punish at distance if they aren't drive impacting you, and which puts you into a good mix-up opportunity. You're not abusing Jinrai at all, and you should be. I mentioned drive rush jab, setting up good situations off crouch medium kick. You don't have to spend 3 bars to get drive rush jab. You can also raw drive rush jab and set that up for yourself and end up in a very good situation. I'm out of practice. But that does work. You got a couple different options there. You got a lab. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So I want to see more crouch medium kick drive rush. I want to see more heavy punch. I want to see this as a whiff punish or as a space control tool. You see at this distance, it puts them so far away, it doesn't even matter that you're -5, and it allows you to control this space where you're just doing this because you don't know what to do, because you're afraid you're not close enough to do something. You can do this. I'm glad you're not abusing the Dragon Lash a lot, but the occasional raw Dragon Lash you did once can be good. It's +1 if they block it standing, +2 if they block it crouching. Allows you to also set up a mix. I mentioned not doing this on block by itself. You can do Jinrai instead. You can actually be safe to DI if you do the light there. Then you just run the risk of the light Jinrai being interrupted. I don't want to go too deep into modern Ken combo stuff. I do have one slightly out of date but still relevant modern Ken combo guide on the channel. But I would summarize my advice to you as approach. Approach. You have a lot of options. A lot of options to approach with this character. Your crouch medium kick, your stand heavy punch. This is a space control tool and a whiff punish. This is a whiff punish. This is a whiff punish. Using your jabs. Using this as a poke, as it's intended, instead of always doing the whole light auto combo. This is just a good, fast, 5-frame poke that goes really far. Take advantage of all the tools that you have. Because you have a lot of tools that you're not using. And for a while, it's probably going to feel like it's way too much to keep track of and you're just flailing around. Pick 1 or 2 things that you want to add to your gameplay at a time. Like, I'm going to start using crouch, medium, kick, drive, rush, and different options off of that. Or I'm going to start poking with this. Or I'm going to start poking with this. Or I'm going to start using this to control space. Pick 1, maybe 2 of those things. Integrate them into your gameplay when it starts to feel comfortable. Then add something else. But right now, you're playing as like a skeletal version of Ken. You're not even using a third of his kit. You're just throwing fireballs, sometimes doing Dragon Lash, jumping a lot, and mashing the light auto combo. And you have so many other tools. And I know you know the combo routing. I know you know at least some of the combo routing because I saw you towards the end of the one round, you started to feel yourself and get some confidence going. I saw you do this. So I know you have the combo routing inside of you. You just gotta have the confidence to go for it. And if you're gonna pressure them when they're on the ground, do something with a meaningful reward. Throw them as they get up off the ground, hit them as they get up off the ground, or drive rush and throw them, or drive rush and hit them as they get up off the ground. Drive rush into this is the same as punish counter this, so... You're really close to master. I fully believe you can do this. You have cleaned up the reckless play so well that you're no longer getting exploded just for doing stuff. So now you're having the opposite problem, which is exactly what happened to me multiple times in my development as a player, and I continue to have to circle back to it. Once you finally stop doing chaotic stuff, you have to start doing intentional stuff. You can't just play passive, especially as a character that's meant to be played as Rushdown. Thank you as always for the support, Ragnarok. Best of luck with everything. I really hope I'll be reviewing a Master Ken replay for you in February. You have a great rest of your month.
Where are you going? Before hitting like and subscribe,